And I think if we were to go from those meetings, my first meetings, then I met probably the MVP for the whole school.
Valerie?
Valerie.
Our favorite.
Valerie
favorite
is our
person,
favorite.
one of our favorite
What would
people.
we have done without Valerie Martinez?
Just, we would not be
Yeah.
here
Yeah,
the way we are.
We wouldn't be sitting on these.
Not the way,
either.
no, not the way we are. No,
She
she's
was,
amazing.
wow. Yeah, and I
Work
don't,
hard, tireless.
she never stops.
Never stops. Yeah.
She works 24/7, and wow, she was dedicated in the development of the school. I know she took me to Culver, she took me to Carter. We looked at everything. She gave me all kinds of books and samples, and together, I think she got, somehow or another, she was able to see what we envisioned, and then she took that and she designed from it,
Yes,
right?
she did. She knew things that were also helpful to guide you towards a certain direction too.
Yeah.
That she knew, and then she listened to what you. So her experience plus what you had on your heart kind of married together,
Right.
which was
Before,
neat to see.
we would get together before meetings and talk about what we wanted. So we went into the meetings. I didn't know enough of what was available and how it all works. So Valerie led the meeting in the direction that
Yes.
I wanted.
Yes,
So then they would
exactly.
put these virtual rooms together.
Yes.
And, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's it. But she was so, man. To this day, when we call her, she's there.
She's
for
right
us.
there.
So, yeah, Valerie, wow, Valerie, you're
It's
amazing.
very special.
So appreciate. I can't overstate what she meant to us.
It's, yes, she already has other projects she's working on.
Yeah, but
And
we were
what's
always
working
seemed
on.
like a priority, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think it was the second day. It probably was the first day. Valerie realized I was colorblind. So we're doing color samples. I like the purple. I'm saying, there's no purple on here. So she was still able to see what we wanted and help us to
Yes.
put the patterns and the stuff
Yes, she
together.
was.
And
Yes.
Lamanda,
And Lamanda,
yeah.
yes.
So Lamanda kind of helped on the getting the purchasing through.
And was able to really guide. Valerie did training too for me with Munis, and then Lamanda helped me, like you're saying, understand the system even better. And just, they worked tirelessly. Like, we were up there at the purchasing office till late at night,
Right,
just working, because you're just so much to opening a new school.
right.
And she was really helpful.
They never made it seem like they were busy.
Yeah,
Never made it
Exactly.
seem like and they were,
yeah, they were.
but they never made it seem like they didn't have time for us and
That's
all
right.
that they did, so,
No, always available,
yeah.
always there. Yeah. So it was
Wonderful.
great.
They ought to put a statue out there for Valerie Martinez.
I
Right.
think so too.
And I think one of the best things the district did for us is they put us up in the warehouse. So COVID
That's
hit, right?
That's right.
So nobody's allowed to see each other face to face. We're all doing all of this by Zoom. So Douglas, out of the goodness of his heart, sets things up so that under small groups, he can walk us through the building. We're doing all this by Zoom, trying to close out an old school and then come into this
Yes.
one, remember?
Making the change.
And they gave us an office in the warehouse. And that was a
It was
blessing.
amazing. It was amazing to see how the purchasing department worked, and then you form those relationships, and then also the warehouse people.
You love those warehouse people.
Because you just see,
How many lunches have you done for the warehouse?
not enough, not enough.
Yeah.
Because you just see what they have to do. When you're outside of that, you don't realize all that goes on, but when you are there and you witness it and you see it, you appreciate them.
Yeah.
And you really admire the work they do and just the process that they go through to get everything that's coming in and needs to go to, the correct place. And they just, especially a new school,
Yeah.
there's just so much.
I don't know.
So much.
I don't know how that culture in that warehouse got that way, but the
Yeah.
warehouse people too have a servant's heart.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Because they too, I thought I got there early. They were there, I'm no telling what time they get to work. And when I popped smoke and left, they're still there.
Yes.
So those guys are working just tirelessly in all the projects for the district.
Right, from inner
But
office.
they made it seem like our work was important to them.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Do you remember the day all our stuff arrived?
Yes, I do.
I mean, Valerie told us the 18-wheelers are gonna be parked in back, and I'm gonna have
Yes.
some guys out there, and we're gonna move it in and organize it for you in the gym. And I thought I got to work early that day. And I went to the gym, and they had already had all of it. The cafeteria and gym
Just
was
full and
full to the
organized.
ceiling, it almost seemed
Yes,
like.
yes.
And those guys were just working, putting
they
stuff
just-
together and organizing it, getting it moved out, so.
They knew what
Yeah.
they were doing, and they helped us, to know how to navigate through that too. And
We
how
would
to
have been.
get it to the right places and keep it organized.
School
and-
would have started, and we would have still had stuff in that gym
It was so fun.
if it was left to us. But
Yes.
those guys did so much.
They did. They did.
So thank you to all of our, all the warehouse workers. And I'm afraid to mention names because I'm gonna forget somebody.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
thank you, guys. We really, really appreciate you. You know Julie does because she fed you about every other day, but we appreciate it.
Well, we just so appreciate them, and yes, they're very special to us, and you just can't say thank you enough.
Right.
Like and they still, pour out to us every day, just in our office mail and just all the ways that they work hard and are
Yeah.
dedicated.
I
do a
was
good
in the
job.
district for 15 years, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
before being selected for this job. How many people, I think, I'm embarrassed to say, of the number of people I didn't know that do so
Yes,
much for us
yes,
on a day-to-day
yes.
basis.
Yes.
Like I knew some warehouse guys, but I didn't know all of these people, nor did I really realize all that they do
Right.
for us. I'd see them show up and give us our inter-office mail,
Yes.
but I just never really realized all the work these guys
Yes.
do.
And I think that's one thing that's been so special about Tamaron, is Tamaron, is named Tamaron Elementary. There's not a person that it has been named after, but a community. And I think that also fed into the community of Lamar, because you realized it took a community that comes together for the school, and then the community of Lamar that comes together for the school.
Yeah.
And then you sit and watch the different people that are involved in all the areas, and you just appreciate them so much.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me get, teary, because you just can't say thank you enough for all the things, that I've had to learn, or that you've had to navigate through. And people just, and even through COVID,
Right.
through the COVID,
Right.
which was difficult.
Yeah.
Everything was on Zoom, or you couldn't connect like you needed to or would have liked to, but they found ways, and you found ways, and you are just so grateful for the kindness and the experience and those who by name, there's just so many names, and
Wonderful people.
just wonderful people.
Gotta say Stephen, though.
Stephen, our
You
inner
can't-
office
you-
guy.
You can't not say Stephen.
He's so great, and it just goes beyond every day he comes in. What can I do for you? Where do you need this? Where do you need me to take this to you?
Yeah.
We appreciate you. You take care of kids. Let me help you. It's just always a heart of serving, like you were saying. And
Appreciate
just-
you, Stephen.
We appreciate you, Stephen. Yeah. So it's just, the community of Lamar is a blessing, and like you're saying, to get to know the community of the Lamar people is just an extra measure
Right.
of
Yeah, I just feel
joy. Yeah.
a little guilty that I didn't get to know them.
Yeah.
I should have. 15 years, and there's people in the district that are doing so much I didn't even know were there, really. So,
Yeah.
but wow, I'm so grateful to them.